He also told us that in today's society, the teachings of evil teachers are like the sand of the Ganges River. Who are these evil masters? The devil's son and devil's grandson are here to sabotage the true Dharma. The number of people is so large that the Buddha uses the sand of the Ganges River as a metaphor. That is to say, this kind of theory of evil masters is pervasive in this society. In this era, when we come into contact with the true Dharma, it is really like what is said in the scriptures. Only when your good roots, merits, and karmic conditions have matured in countless kalpas can you encounter the true Dharma. If you meet the true Dharma that can be effortless, non-regressiveness, you will definitely achieve it in this life. But among those who have encountered the true Dharma, we see too many people who have given up their minds. Why can they give up? Because good roots, merit, and predestined conditions are incomplete. If one of these three conditions is not met, he will withdraw. If the three conditions are not met, how can there be no reason not to retreat? Decisions will be regressed. Therefore, if we want to maintain our Tao karma without regression, we must be particularly vigilant. It doesn't matter if our good roots and merits are a bit short, as long as our fate is superior. We have seen that Master Shandao wrote in the commentary on the Contemplation Sutra. His commentary is also called the Four Fascicles, and it has been widely circulated. The Four Fascicles is a top-grade and top-notch chapter, which is very well explained. He told us that when we recite the Buddha's name and go to the Western Paradise, the 4 lands, 3 levels, and 9 stages of lotus flowers all have different fates. This sentence, we must not read it lightly. Fate is important. It is different in encountering conditions. If our predestined relationship is superior, those of us who have good roots and little merit can all achieve upper superior stages of lotus flowers. His way of teaching is different from that of his predecessors. Most of the great masters in the past believed that rebirth in the upper superior stages of lotus flowers were probably bodhisattvas. The rebirth in the medium stages of lotus flowers must be arahant, pratyekabuddha. Ordinary people reborn only in inferior grades. This is what the ancient virtue said, but not Master Shandao. What Shandao said that it was not related to the great small saint. The great saint is the bodhisattva. The minor saint is Sravaka and the pratyekabuddha, but because of different conditions. This sentence says that we ordinary people can all be reborn in the highest grades. What is predestined condition? Reading the scriptures is uninterrupted every day, and chanting Buddha is uninterrupted every day. In the early years of the Republic of China, there was also an ashram in China, Lingyan Mountain in Suzhou, and the ashram of Yinguang Patriarch. In this monastery, there are 7-day Buddha for many years, that is, 7-day Buddha are practiced every day, and there is no interruption for 360 days a year. This is called fate. A person walks into the hall of chanting Buddha, 360 days a year, prays to Buddha 7 times a day, thinks of Buddha in his mind, and chants in his mouth. How can he not become a Buddha? Of course, becoming a Buddha is a very special fate. If he has practiced Buddhism for 2 or 3 years, and then leaves the Buddhist hall and goes to other places for a while, he will retrogress. Hearing what this person says and what that person says, he will change his mind. Recitation of the Buddha's name is like this, and meditation and teaching are no exceptions. Therefore, I have been thinking about the most extraordinary predestined relationship for masters to study and teach for many years, and I have been dreaming about it, but it has not come true until now. I think there are like-minded people. If we spread Mahayana Buddhism to the whole world, we should form a Dharma promotion group. All the masters who give lectures will participate in this organization. They will study and discuss every day. Study and discuss at home, and give lectures every day in the evening, 360 days a year. In ancient times, there were preaching temples that specialized in preaching scriptures. Tiantai and the capital of the sages were preaching temples, 360 days a year, without interruption every day. Is there any reason why it doesn't succeed? He will succeed if he obtains samadhi and enlightenment from the door of solution. For example, in ancient times, when Master Qingliang was on Mount Wutai, he only lectured on the Huayan Sutra. The Venerable Master preached it 50 times in his life. And our descendants are very envious when we see this biography. Think about it, if a person who wants to learn Avatamsaka goes to the Qingliang seat and listens to Avatamsaka Sutra 50 times, how can he not succeed? Determine achievement. The Avatamsaka Sutra has such a large amount, and it is taught for 8 hours a day. Teaching 8 hours a day is what the world-honored one said. When he was still alive, said, 2 times of teaching the sutras. Shakyamuni Buddha in the past taught the sutras 2 times in his life, which we often see in the sutras. The 2 times are the 2 times of ancient India. In India, the day and night are 6 times. 3 times in the day and 3 o'clock in the night. During the day, the first day, middle day, and last day are divided. At night, the first night, middle night, and last night are divided, and the day is 6 times. At 2 times, its 1 time is our current 4 hours, and its 2 times is our current 8 hours. You have to know, when Shakyamuni Buddha was alive, he taught 8 hours a day and took 8 hours of classes every day. What delusions did he have in his mind? No more delusions. This is a matter of predestined relationship. The Singapore Buddhist Lodge is pretty good. We preach for 2 hours every night. 24 hours, 2 hours of listening to scriptures and Dharma with a pure mind, and 22 hours of delusional thinking. What do you think? This predestined relationship is not good, and it is not good to have delusions for 22 hours. So you have to ask, why can't we achieve success in our practice today? Why is our mind so easily shaken? The truth is here. In the past, I always said this about 30 years ago. I was close to the old layman Li Bingnan in Taichung. There are 4 students in one class, so I am very familiar with them. The world is impermanent. Layman Kai Ronghua passed away last year or the year before last. I see him studying at school, learning Buddhism, finding employment, retiring, and passing away. Impermanence. These are all worthy of our vigilance.